Welcome to the Gitamruta session in English. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Purport translation given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamarim. Ashtaprayesha Bhadrayesha Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. So, reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, verse number 43. Sloka, verse number 43. Utsana kula dharmanam manushyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso pavatiti anusushrama. Word by word. Utsanna, spoiled. Kuladharmanam, of those who have their family traditions. Manushyanam, of such men. Janardana, O Krishna. Narake, in hell. Niyatam, always. Vasa, residence. Bhavati, it so becomes. Iti, thus. Anushrama, I have heard by disciplic succession. Translation purport given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of his society. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience, but on what he has heard from the authorities. That is the way of receiving real knowledge. One cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being helped by the right person who is already established in that knowledge. There is a system in the Varnashrama institution by which before death one has to undergo the process of atonement for his sinful activities. One who is always engaged in sinful activities must utilize the process of atonement called prayasita. Without doing so, one surely will be transferred to hellish planets to undergo miserable lives as a result of sinful activities. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the first chapter, observing the Amis or Arjuna's Vishada Yoga. So as we see in our earlier sessions that Arjuna was giving strong supportive arguments to Supreme Personality of God Krishna, so that he should not fight with his own kinsmen, Swajana, or his own relatives, friends, spiritual master, Pitamaha. So he is giving a lot of reasonings, and first of all he is showing a lot of compassion to his relatives and friends, and secondly he is claiming that if I kill everyone, how I can enjoy without anyone? I cannot alone enjoy all those things. And thirdly, I have to accumulate so many millions and millions of sins. And also he says, fourthly, unwanted population is created and women will become widows. All these things, all these arguments are put forth by Arjuna to Krishna. In 43rd verse he says that he is addressing Krishna as a Janardana, means Janardana, O maintainer of the people. I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed. So those who destroy the family traditions, they will definitely dwell in hellish planet. That's what Arjuna says. And Arjuna here clearly mentions a very prominent point that it is not said by, this statement is not put forth by me, but he says, I heard from disciplic succession. So that's very, very important, because people say, according to me, my opinion is like so many things they used to say. everyone will say this only, according to me, according to my principle, according to my instructions, according to my policy, it's my opinion, that's my argument, all my. So never we should tell all those things. Never we should express that my opinion and according to me. We should always see the triangle, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So Trikonam. So we should always approach Guru, or we should always approach Sadhu and Shastra. That is why Arjuna is telling, I heard from the disciplic succession. The disciplic succession here means from the authorities, from authorized persons. So disciplic succession here means Guru Parampara, one who is one who comes from the disciplic succession, like starting from Krishna to Brahma, Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyasadev, and Vyasadev to Padmanabha, like this, no? The disciplic succession. So one has to hear from the proper authorities, from the Bonafide GURU. That is called a disciplic succession. So, like how if you go to medical store or pharmaceuticals, pharmacy, unless or otherwise you show the prescription slip from the recognized doctor by the government, they will not give you the medicines. So similarly, for hearing the spiritual instructions or reading Vedas or understanding Vedas or doing Swadhyaya, studying scriptures, we should always learn from the authorized persons or bona fide authorities. That is a thing we hear, the significance of this verse. It is called Anushruma, means I heard from the disciplic succession. So always we should accept a bona fide Guru. So because now in this Kali Yuga, there are a lot of unauthorized and not recognized by the disciplic section. There are a lot of spiritual gurus like this, lot of spiritualists who are misguiding the society and creating havoc in the society by not following the exact or appropriate Vedic style of living. So that is why to follow the Vedic style of living, or to follow Vedas or to understand Vedas, we should always approach a bona fide bona fide Guru who has seen the absolute truth. That is what in Gita says in the 434. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshite jnanam jnaninam tattvadarshinaha. So that means 3 points are focused here. One is we have to serve the Guru with humble or with humility, and we should endure from him in a very menial way. So because he has seen the absolute truth. Yes, in the absolute truth. So there is a system of varnashrama institution by which if one leaves the body, or if one leaves the body, before he is leaving the body, he has to undergo the process of prayaschita or atonement for his sinful activities. So one who is always engaged in sinful activities must utilize the process of atonement called prayaschita. Without doing so, one surely will be transferred to hellish planets to undergo miserable lives as a result of sinful activities. So the prayaschita, so many people, they understand that the process of atonement is, they think if we in the Kali Yuga they are doing so many yagnas, homas, yagas, and different types of karma yogas, and all these things which are all not at all recommendable, particularly in Kali Yuga, because in Kali Yuga so many Puranas and Shastras recommends only the Sankirtana Yagna. So to be clear that Sankirtana Yagna is very prominent for prayaschita, So we can see in, if you are happen to see, read Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why we always recommend and we always advise, we always please and request all the people of this Sanatana Dharma, or all the people of this Bharatavarsha, and to the other countries also, to read Srimad Bhagavatam, to purchase, to buy Srimad Bhagavatam full set, so that they can be able to well verse in Vedas, and they can also spread the Vedas. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Gopaswami says that Bharata Bhumi Haile, he says Bharata Bhumi Haile, one who has taken the birth in Bharata Varsha, Bharata Bhumi Haile, he says Karo Paro Upakar. So we should do upakar, we should do show compassion and distribute Vedas or distribute Harinam to everyone. Bharata Bhumi Hare Sartaka Karo, he says, you purify yourself, you transcend yourself, and then you purify others also by showing your compassion, he says. Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami quotes that verse. So we should study Vedas by. So for Sankirtan Agna there is a beautiful sloka which says that the 6th canto, 2nd chapter and 18th verse. It says that Agnad Atava Gnanad. Agnanad Atava Gnanad Uttama Sloka Namayat Sankirtiyam Agam Pumsho Dahed Yedo Yatamala. So this verse says that even knowingly or unknowingly, if you chant the holy names of the Lord, that is, chant the holy names of Uttama Sloka. Uttama Sloka means it refers to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then definitely the Pumso, Agam means Papam. Pumso means mountain. Mountain like sinful activities will get vanished or will get burnt. How it will get burnt? Like when you lit a fire on the dry grass, how fast it burns. Like that it burns. Like that it burns all the sinful activities which are like mountain. That is, which are so many sinful activities which we have carried from so many life births, that will be burned to ashes if you chant the holy names of Uttama Sloka. So here, that is why, so to do prayasita before leaving the body, we have to do this atonement by chanting the holy names of the Lord, and also hearing about Lord's Guna, Nama, Rupa and Leela. By doing so, one will be escaped from the doors of hellish planet. Otherwise, he has to undergo all the sinful activities. He has to undergo miserable lives in the result of sinful activities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. 44th sloka, verse number 44. Aho bato mahatpapam kartum vyavastita vayam yadrajya sukalobena hantum swajanam udyata. Aho alas pata, how strange it is, mahat great papam sins kartum to perform. Vyavastita have decided, vayam we, yet because rajya sukha lobena, driven by greed for royal happiness, hantum to kill swajanam kinsman, udyata trying. Purport, alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Driven by selfish motives, one may be inclined to such sinful acts such as killing of one's own brother, father and mother. There are many such instances in the history of the world, but Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, he is always conscious of moral principles and therefore takes care to avoid such activities. So in this verse 44, as Arjuna is appealing to Krishna that how strange it is that we are preparing to. He is telling how strange it is to kill our own brother, our own mother, our own father. It's really sinful activities. So we are intent on killing our own kinsmen. It's really immoral, and it is. He says it is injustice, and he says it is adharmic also. So that means we are very self-motivated. We are very selfish. We are not selfless. We are selfish, because selfish persons, they are ready to kill anyone. We can see there are so many examples in Bhagavatam. So you can see one section of Bhagavatam in Kamsa, he was ready to kill his own sister to save his because he received information from Akashavani that he is going to be killed by the eighth child of Devaki. So he was ready to kill Devaki also, because to save himself. So like that, Arjuna doesn't want to do all those things because he doesn't want to kill his own kinsmen. So also he doesn't want to kill his mother, brother, father, and Guru, spiritual master, and Pitamaha. So this is really very horrible, and it is really a big havoc. So Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, always conscious of moral principles, and therefore takes care to avoid such activities, means we have to take a lesson from this. We have to carry home. The lesson is that whatever activities we do, and whenever the activities we do, we should analyze the situation, analyze the time factor, and think of it number of times, and then we have to see the codes of moral principles, codes of Vedic principles. Then only we have to act accordingly. We have to act very intelligently. That's what it says in 44th sloka. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.